In terms of our supplies, we'll be doing most of our work in our sketchbook. It's an 11 by 14-inch sketchbook, spiral bound. And only for the final assignment will we need to use one larger sheet of paper, 18 by 24. You might have a pad of cartridge paper in the kit. We will be rendering in markers on marker paper, and this is the one we usually get in the kit, or the one that you could buy if you're opting not to have the kit. And it is very important that you have the right size. It's 14 by 17 inches. An alternative option for marker paper pad is the Borden & Riley number 37. It will suffice. You don't need 100 sheets though. If you can find one with 50 sheets or less, that would be fine. You do need to make sure though that it measures 14 by 17 inches, however. We're going to be doing all of our sketching with the ordinary ballpoint pen, and any style will do. Just don't get a roller ball pen. Now, I buy mine at Staples sometimes, but most often lately I've been buying them at the dollar store. The Papermate makes lots of them, Inkjoy and so on, that you can get at the dollar store. The beauty of these is that you can ease up on the pressure of your hand and make a very, very, very light line. And then when you do want to make something important, you can press on it and get a darker line. You're not going to find these in the kit though. You'll need to purchase them on your own. Either a Bic or a Papermate, any ordinary ballpoint pen will do. We'll be using your set of pigment liners a very great deal, not for sketching, but for outlining. Once we put an overlay paper of marker paper over top of our sketch, and we want to make a refined line drawing. They don't bleed when we put gray marker over top. So that's their whole value and purpose for us. Also, they come within a range. There's the 0.07, which makes a thicker line, and all the way down to a 0.1, I believe, and that makes a quite nice thin line for hatching. The Sharpie in the kit usually has two nibs, a thick one and a fine one. The thick one is great after we do a lot of construction lines in a sketch and we want to clarify and keep the lines bold where we want them to be bold and to sharpen them up. And the fine one is very good as well for inside lines, giving them a little more attention. The white Jelly Roll pen is fantastic for adding highlights and nice bright lights to our renderings. We have a whole set of lovely gray markers. A set of 12 comes in the kit, and they're usually Prismacolor markers, and they go by percentages. Sometimes when I'm in the video, I'll use numbers instead, because this often varies in the kit, but I'm pretty certain we're using Prismacolors this term. So these will be percentages. So whenever I say 1, I mean 10%. When I say 3, I mean 30%, and so on. When we need the colorless blender marker, you'll need to dip into your bag of colored markers. They're Prismacolor as well, and this one does not come in our box of grays. You'll have to go into that bag of colored markers and find it. We use our Polychromos pencil crayons a very great deal. Often when we're sketching, we'll use them to delineate things. We always use them in our perspectives to separate one line from another, to fill in our shadows, etc. Very, very important. Don't drop them, keep them safe. This is the fantastic pencil sharpener we usually get in the kit. When you're sharpening your colored pencils though, separate the top from the bottom and carefully twist your pencil inside where the sharpener is. If you don't, there's a chance that it'll go wiggling around in there, and you can't be as careful, and the delicate lead inside the pencil will just keep breaking. So do it carefully and separate the two pieces. This resembles one of the set squares that you're going to find in your kit. Now, you don't usually have the circle template in there. It's the 30-60 degree set square. I prefer to use these, and then the next one is the 45 degree set square. And I prefer to use these as my ruler or my straight edge because you can see through them. You can see the line that you've just made before you make the next line. The ruler, of course, and you get a lovely big ruler, is excellent for measuring, and you also get a little triangular ruler that's great for that too. But by and large, we'll be mostly using either the 30-60 set square or the 45 degree set square.